Man, it's warm outside right now. It's very nice. I like the heat. You know, a lot of people are worried about climate change, but understandably so. Um, but for me, like, I like the I kind of conflicted on it because I actually quite like the heat. I much prefer heat over cold. I like being outside. I like sunbathing. To be fair, where I live, it's much more of a dry heat, so it's a really nice heat. It feels like, like it feels like you're uh, constantly at the beach. Um, and it's just the sun is beating down on you, and it's just so warm. It's like a warm blanket. That's what it feels like. It feels like a warm blanket out of the dryer. I was largely insulated from a lot of, at least the external happenings for most of the time. I had my entire life, planned out about 5 years ago. Like by the time I was 21, even though I was working a minimum wage job, because of my education in economics, I made a shit ton of money on, the stock market. Um, I made money. I had like a $10,000 TFSA along with 4,000. That was largely gain. I mean, that doesn't sound like a shit ton, but it was a shit ton for me, and it was only going to grow even exponentially further. Like if all of my investments were staying in there, I I'd have over $100,000 right now from just working basic, a minimum wage job. If I just stuck with that minimum wage job for like 5 years, probably even be more. With how uranium and gold have boosted since then, because that's what I invested in. All that went down the drain. There's a few little tiny things and one big thing. And now now I don't have a home. I don't really have a family. I got my dad's side. My Crawford side, my namesake side. That's good. You know, from an old Scottish clan, and so I like to keep. You guys know that I like to keep my history in my heart. I just don't know what the future's gonna hold for me, and that terrifies me.